ready with me. Two things that I'm going to feature, and so we're going to talk about a little bit today, are some stuff from Black Moon Cosmetics, because I'm really excited that I finally got to purchase some of this. I got them at Riley Rose in a mall in Minnesota, and otherwise mostly you can just buy them online. So what I did get and I'm going to use today is their liquid lipstick in Harvest. It is a really pretty, like, burnt orange color, so this does dry down. Let's stuff out. So I'm definitely going to use that as my lipstick today. And then the other thing I'm going to use that I'm really excited about is the Orb of Light Full Moon Palette by Black Moon Cosmetics. It's got the shade names on the back. Sorry, it's a little messy because I haven't used it yet. I haven't even swatched it, but I just made another video at my table. I broke a blush, or a blush broke. I don't know if I broke it, whatever. But it kind of got all over my palette. So let me show you the inside. It does just have like a clasp closure. It's a nice size. It's got a little mirror. These are all the colors. So I'll start in the middle, and then I'll go from the black one to this cream one and tell you the color names. So the big one in the middle is New. The black one's Black, Wolf, Black, Wolf, Blood, Harvest, Worm, Cold, and Strawberry. It is a light pinky one, so take one more peek at that. I'm really excited. They're all matte shades. This is very new. I just got it today. I'm trying it for the first time, but let's swatch them first. And again, I'll start in the middle, and then I'll go from black to the strawberry. So how are you guys today? I'm doing good. I am super pumped and excited that I got this palette. It's one I wanted to try. I've seen a lot of YouTubers use it. I was super happy that I actually got to get it in store. Now, Riley Rose, as far as I know and how they've advertised, is the only company, they're kind of like a Sephora, but they have extra stuff inside, is the only company that has Black Moon Cosmetics in store to try out. So if you don't have a Riley Rose, and I don't think that Black Moon Cosmetics has their own store, although besides online, I could be wrong, that Riley Rose is the only place you can go and swatch it and buy it, like in a store. Where am I at? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So it's 8 shades. They're all really pretty. I'm really excited to try this out and see what it looks like. Really excited to show you guys. I hope you're excited. I know this is not extremely new palette. I'm pretty sure it is also one that is going to stay in their lineup, so that's really nice. But let me show you the swatches. So the strawberry one is actually right here. If you can kind of see, it's very light. The other ones, I'm horrible at this. I am so sorry. They show up pretty well. I think they'll go nice. They're relatively creamy, buttery, if you will. I don't know if I like that verbiage, but we'll go with it because everyone likes buttery, I guess. But we'll see how they perform on the eyes. I don't know if I'll use all the colors. I haven't thought that far ahead, but if I can, I definitely will. But yeah, let's go ahead. Obviously we're gonna get to the eyeshadow and lipstick last, but let's go ahead. We'll get the rest of this mug on, and then we'll go for it. So I don't know if any of you, and again, I'll put all the names of the products I'm using in the description box so that I don't have to mention them all out loud, which is not like the worst thing in the world, but if I have to do that, I just, you know, sometimes I just want to talk to you guys. I don't want to fucking mention every single little thing I'm putting on my face. I might talk a little bit about it as we go along. But yeah, anyway, so a couple of things I just want to talk about, kind of some random stuff today. Let's just have a chat, have some fun. not worry about life too much, right? Who wants to worry about life too much? I might talk about some life topics. Who knows? Who knows? All right. I am getting excited. I know I am still working on a project pan, and the one thing I like about that, and then when I do my empties videos, and I hope you appreciate it as well, which I'm sure is why you watch it, is one, to see kind of what we use more often than not on other things, but also it really gives you an idea if you really like a product or not. Sometimes it's really hard to tell if you like a product if you haven't used it a bunch of times. This is also the best way for you to kind of see like random products, how they work, for me to kind of get through some of my collection. And also, you know, I've said this in other videos, I'm a big believer in waste not, want not. So I really try to use up different things before, even though I do buy like other eyeshadow palettes and that and foundation and stuff, I try to use all, you know, I mix that up or whatever, which I'm sure a lot of you do as well, no matter how big or small your collection is. But also, I like to try different things, but I also like to try, when it's, you know, lipsticks too are part of that eyeshadow idea with me. But things like mascara or eyeliner, I like to use just one or two at a time till I use them up, be it a big bottle or a sample. And then that way I'm not wasting as much product, but also I'm getting my full use out of it as well, and it's not going bad before I can use it. So I think that's, you know, a really good way to live life and do things. But you do you. You don't have to do what I do. And every time I do these get ready with me's, I kind of do things in different orders, because hey, there is no rules with makeup, and you can really do whatever you want. And I've literally just run out of this. Pretty sure it is completely gone now. And that's fine. Usually I just use concealer for color correcting. Yep, she is gone. Beautiful. I love using stuff up. Okay. So there's that. Very nice. And I don't think I'm going to need much more, so I'm not going to worry about it. But I usually use it for color correcting. I don't usually use it for like dark circles or brightening or anything. I mean, it might give me a little bit of that. And when I use other concealers, now that this one's gone, I'll start a new one or try to work on one of my older ones. You know, maybe I'll use it more for that. But for me, I just get a little bit of redness kind of in my cheeks, chin, and forehead. And I just try to color correct that. I do have a color corrector by e.l.f. that I purchased. And I am trying to, well, eventually I'm going to try to be able to use that up as well. Which is going to be a little bit of a challenge because I, you know, forget to use it. But that's also why I kind of cycle through things or try to use one or two things up all the time so that I do make use of those things. And it's kind of fun because even if I buy stuff and I don't use it all right away, I'm definitely going to use it. I'm definitely going to get the benefit out of it. Oh snap, I might be just done with this too, which is really exciting. Man, I really just love finishing things. I'm the kind of person that, like, if you have, like, if I have a pen or a pad of notebook paper or whatever, and I use the last page or the ink runs out, I don't get pissed. That's like my best day ever. I'm like, shit, I used it up. Like, it just feels so good. Goddamn. Got like one little swipe in here. I'm just gonna grab it. And that's it. That's just about all she wrote, my friends. Oh, it's so exciting. Using up a couple things in this Get It Ready With Me. Nothing could be finer. Nothing could be finer. It makes my fucking day. Even if it's something I love, I'm just like, Yes, shit's gone. Where is the cap? Oh my god, there it is. Making messes. Shit's gone. I love it. 2 down, 800 to go. I don't know about you. I mean, let's talk about makeup collections a little bit. Now, obviously, if you're watching beauty people and they have a shit ton of makeup, there's a couple reasons. There's a lot of collectors out there, and I have nothing against that. I, to some extent, collect makeup as well. One, just because I like to try different things. I never want to always use the same thing, whether it be makeup, shampoo, pens, clothes, whatever. I don't have tons. I mean, I think I have a lot of makeup, to be honest with you. Probably more than any one person needs. But I also think comparatively to a lot of people and a lot of beauty people, I have very minimal makeup, to be honest with you. But yeah, so there's that. I'm gonna lose my mind all day today every time I make a video, but that's all right. So that's one thing. But I mean, tell me about your collections. Like, how many palettes do you guys have? How many mascaras do you think is too many? I mean, granted, you probably don't, if you have multiples, more than 2 or 3, you probably don't have them all open at once. You might. I mean, you watch beauty gurus, let's say, I don't know if you call them gurus, beauty advisors on YouTube, beauty influencers, and they have tons of makeup, and some of it they're never gonna go through. You know, it's just impossible for one person, even if they were making multiple videos a day, even if they every single day of their lives did a full beat face. You know what I mean? Whether it's for a video or going out in it or whatever, or having events and stuff, like, you know, even if they did that, there is no way one person, just for how long it even takes to get through like a mascara, or I mean, if you use a mascara every day, you could probably get through like one a month, like literally, like probably one a month. And that's like, you lover of mascara, you're gonna use that shit every fucking day. But beyond that, I know we're going ham on stuff today. We are, just because I want to talk to you guys. I want to have some fun. I want to have some me time. Enjoy my life. Come on, live your best life. However that looks to you. Let's do this together. But anyways, beauty collections. Like, even if I have a lot of stuff, I tend not to try to use all of it all the time. But what do you guys do? Because, you know, even if you had, you know, a ton of foundations or something, like, you're probably, I mean, you might do what I do sometimes and combine a couple to get like a good shade match, or to get the right finish with the right color, which I guess is basically the same thing, or whatever. Or you're trying to use up some old products, so you do it that way. But what do you guys do? What does your routine look like? Like, every day I don't wear makeup, for sure. And every day I definitely, when I'm wearing makeup, don't wear this much makeup, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I want to, you know? It's fun. Sometimes it's fun just to sit at home at night with a little bit of alcoholic beverage, if you're old enough, and, you know, just have a little fun and see what you can come up with and see what works for you, because sometimes you might not want to go out in the day with a full beat face of something you've never tried before. Maybe, though, you know, you're a risk taker and you don't mind, or it's your day off, so you're like, you know what, whatever happens, happens. Which is how I kind of live my life with makeup and other things. Sometimes, you know, you put on makeup, or you put on an outfit or a pair of shoes or something, and you're not really sure, or you're trying a new hair color or something, you're not really sure how the world will take it, or if you'll even like it once, you know, it hits natural fucking light. Because sometimes, like, I'll sit down here and I'll put my face on, I'm like, damn, I look good, and then I'll go hit natural light and I'm like, holy shit, who is this ghost or whatever, you know? Or you look real orange today, Diana. Holy shit. So, I don't know. I mean, I have beauty blenders too, and eventually I will try them. I did have a beauty blender that I kind of beat to death, not like the real beauty blender, but like when I got somewhere else, and I liked it well enough, but I just didn't really, I don't know. It's not my favorite thing in the whole world, and probably because I really do like, I really do like my brush. I think it's quite nice, and it's fast and easy for me, and I'm sure if I did beauty blender all the time, I'd probably feel the same way. But I don't really have many, if any, complaints about my brush application and how it looks in the end and all that jazz. Oh Lord, what are we gonna do today? All right. Pro tip, which I'm sure you've seen on a lot of channels, if you are gonna use cream products, like cream highlighter or contour or any of that jazz, first, a lot of it you gotta apply really fucking quick. And secondly, you better put that on before you powder or it's gonna look crazy. Oh, another tip I was gonna talk to you guys. I don't know if you've seen the video. I don't know if I've posted it yet. I have a 4-part series about all the different lipsticks that I own, that I tried them all on. And I do have some Kat Von D. I'll show you. I'll pull one out. I'm not gonna put it on right now. But I have some Kat Von D Everlasting Glimmer Veils. I have this red one, and then I have like a light blue one. And they're very pretty, and they're really comfortable, and I really love them. The downside is they will literally stain your lips. You will have blue lips. You could put them on for 2 seconds, and you'll have blue and red lips, and it will stay. Found this out, not really the hard way, pretty much the easy way. I didn't look it up or anything, but I happened to be brushing my teeth, you know, the next day or that night or whatever, after I had done the video, and toothpaste will get stained lipstick right off your lips, like no problem, easy peasy, breezy. So if you ever get a stain on your lips from a lippy, you know, no matter what kind of lipstick it is, probably going to be a liquid lipstick if it's going to stain, but it could be whatever. Just rub toothpaste all over your lips. Your lips are going to tingle. They might sting a little bit, but after doing that once or twice, all that shit will come right off your lips. Pro tip. Just putting that out there. I've never heard that anywhere else. Someone else might have noticed it or said it. I don't know. And if they did, kudos to them, but I kind of just found that out, you know, just by happen chance. I'm like, great, I'm going to have blue lips all day tomorrow at work. But nope, I did not, because the toothpaste took it right off. It was fan-fucking-tastic. So, pro tip. Whew. Alright, so again, let's get back to makeup collections, because I was scatterbrained. This is me in real life. Like, I am so scatterbrained, and I do not, you know, think linearly. I kind of think all over the place at one time. And come back around to the topic at hand. But anyway, see, there I go again. Awful. I'm so awful. Makeup collections, like if you see like the big YouTubers or whatever, or bigger YouTubers, and they have a big collection, they're getting stuff in PR. Some of them had a lot of money to begin with. You know, a lot of them do buy stuff that they want to show on their channel, which is great, because it's a great way for us to really see it if we want to see how it performs, or if we're curious about colors or whatever. And so, you know, it's just really, it's good overall. But they usually end up doing things like, and you know, this has always been pretty popular as far as I'm concerned, doing like declutter videos, or you know, just paring down their makeup collections in general, whether they're donating them, some stuff is really old, they're getting rid of it, or, you know, I don't know, giving it to friends and family or whatever. And I think all those are great things. There's a validity to all of it, and most of them do all of the above when they're, you know, going through their collections and showing it to you, no matter how big of a YouTuber they are. And I think if you do have like hundreds, like if you saw like Tati's declutter recently or Laura Lee's, they have so much makeup, and they'll have like a Smashbox primer water, okay, which I actually use as a finishing mist. Do whatever you want with these things. They kind of all does the same thing. You know, whatever. But you know, and it's hard because people get like emotionally attached to things, and you're watching and you're like, God, you don't need 6 primer waters, or you don't need 1,000 red fucking lipsticks, okay? And I think I have way too many lipsticks, like more than I could ever go through. And I still just bought like 2 new lipsticks, you know, it's just, it's out of control. But it's like that with everything that people do. I know people, and I'm also one of these people that has a very extensive book collection, and a lot of them I've read, and a lot of them I haven't read, and a lot of them I'm waiting to read till a good day when I need it, which sounds bizarre, but totally makes sense if you're a bookie. Same with makeup, or people who do computer stuff or technology or whatever you're into. And hey, I'm into a lot of it, so video games, whatever. People tend to have like really large collections. Now, you know, for whatever you're into. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. And when it's your job and stuff, it totally makes sense. And then it totally does make sense too to do a declutter, because you would never get through it all. Now, me personally, I don't really declutter. And if I did, there would be very little I would give away, because I feel like I don't have a ton of products. But what I have done, like little declutters, if there's a couple eye things or lippies or an eyeshadow palette that I'm just like kind of fucking over, I usually give it to a friend, or I give it to my niece so she can kind of play with it, because she's been really big into makeup lately, so it is going to a good home. Now, once they have it, who knows what happens to it, but there you go. But also, I'm a person who really kind of wants to get through what they already have, so that's a big thing too for me. But again, if I had one of these huge collections, there's no way I'd be able to get through all of it. Do you love my hair? It's kind of crazy. Anyway, so we're going to go in with this palette. I'm going to go in with the big shade New. I'm just doing all over. It's kind of a yellowy cream. I know in my last video I kind of touched a little bit too on like BoxyCharm. Now, I had never done BoxyCharm before, and then once I got my tax return back, I was like, fuck it, I want to try it, and it's the one of all those subscription boxes that like most interested me or whatever. So I ended up, you know, paying for a full year in advance, and so far there's been a few, I don't know that they're duds, but you know, they might not work great for me, they might work great for someone else, which is true of any makeup. Really anything, you know, like you like a movie, someone else might not like a movie. You like a book, someone else might not like a book. It's all opinion. It's how you use it, how you like it. If it's something you really love, you're going to make it work. You're going to talk about it. You're going to be excited about it, etc., etc. There's a little bit of fallout with this palette, but it's not horrible. Alright. So, you know, for me, I don't really declutter or whatever. But yeah, so that is a thing that I think is totally worth it, and I think they're so fun to watch. But it's just not something that I'm, you know, super into right now. Alright, let's see. Let's go with this little guy. Oh, wow. It's moving it out. Okay. I don't know what look we're going to go for here today. We just want to test this baby out, give it a try, see if I really do like her. I mean, so far she's working really beautifully. The colors are, I only have 2 colors on so far, but they're meshing really well. But you guys tell me what you think of declutters. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if one day I had a shit ton of makeup too, I probably would do a big declutter. And I definitely would, you know, try to help other people out and like donate to women's shelters or food shelves or whoever. I know a long time ago, when I was working at Sally's, I donated like when you work places like Target or Sally's or a bookstore or whatever, and you get a lot of whatever product that you just personally buy yourself, there's no way I'm going to go through like 100 shampoos or whatever. And so I would donate it to, you know, the food shelf, because a lot of people think about donating food, but not a lot of people think about toiletries, you know, like soap, lotion, makeup, shampoo, tampons. Like, that's what people fucking need, you know? And that's what they really want, and that's what those food shelves don't get. Like, they get a ton of cereal, they get bread, you know, they'll get fruits and vegetables seasonally from different supermarkets and stuff, but they really do not get, like, toiletries and stuff. And I think it's really nice to donate those kind of things, because they're really needed and really fucking appreciated. So I think that's really cool when you can do something like that. I'm going for good old smoky today, I guess. This is going on really nice. I mean, they're really fun. And I'm really into kind of these like fall-y colors and stuff. I think they're really fun. I like to wear them any time of year. I don't think it's just for the fall, but I think they really remind people of like fall and October and Halloween and, you know, whatever. And again, you know, my makeup skills are not amazing, but I just have a lot of fucking fun doing it. And I hope you guys have fun, you know, watching me or hearing me talk or whatever. I think I need this brush. And I never know what brush to use half the time. I'm just doing whatever. I don't know if any of you guys have kids. I definitely have kids. They'll tell you when they are like toddler, I mean, if you just had one and you have like a baby, it's not so bad, you know, because a baby, you can just stroll around anywhere. They'll just go wherever you want. You just gotta make sure you have a bottle and some diapers or your tit or whatever's happening. And you guys can just go about. You can go shop around Target and Sephora, and it is no big deal. But when you have like a fucking toddler, dude, you can't do anything. Everything is a struggle. Everything is an ordeal. You know, they don't want to do what you want to do. You go somewhere, they want to look at everything. Sometimes you're like, cool, whatever you want to do, bro. And then sometimes you're like, I am over this. I'm over you. I want to go home. Let me know what you think. Like, for me, it is so hard to like go shopping and do anything. Like, I get it done. I make it happen. But it is so hard to get anything really done or accomplished or feel like I did anything, you know, productive in a day. It's like, okay, watch this show or play this video game so mommy can fucking do the dishes and make dinner. Like, let's be real, okay? Like, that's what's happening right now. Because, yeah, people are like, no screen time and stuff for kids. And I'm like, sometimes that's the only way you can literally get anything done. Because kids, I love my kids, but they do make it, like, super hard. Super, super hard to get things done sometimes. You know, and then you will find the time to make dinner, and then they're like, I don't want to eat that. And you're like, it's chicken. You like chicken. I don't want chicken. You know what I'm talking about if you're a parent. If you're not a parent, glaze over. Totally fine. I get it. It's not interesting if you don't have kids. I'm going to do this little guy. I don't even know. And really, you know, off topic, around the beaten bush, like I like to do with everything. I'm pretty sure this is like an eyebrow pencil, because that's the shape of her. And I will try her out eventually like that, but I'm going to use whatever brush, however the fuck way I want to do it, as long as it gets me to the end result, right? And sometimes your makeup goes a little crazy, and you just go with it. Again, I am no makeup artist, but I just really like makeup and I like to have fun. And I hope you guys like to have fun with me. That got a little out of control. And I'm okay with that. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. So far though, really pretty. What have I not used? This pinky one. Smoke this out a little bit. That's a trick I learned. I don't know if it was on YouTube or whatever, but like, just take a lighter color and it'll just help smoke out the bottom just a touch. That black is like really powerful though. Wow. And also a lighter color can help you blend colors together. Okay, what have we not used? What? I think the orange. Take a little bit of orange. Like halfway. Sometimes I need the big mirror. I don't know why. I don't know. What are some fun tips and tricks you guys who have kids, you know, do to get stuff done? Like, do you have to leave the kids with grandma to go get anything done or get some like quality me time? Like for me, it's like, oh, they're in bed, now I can do something. And yes, we do have bedtimes because one, they're little kids and they don't need to stay up all frickin' night. But two, you have to have like a modicum of me time. You really do. Because if you don't, I would tell you right now, you will go crazy if you don't have any me time to yourself. Whether it be that moment at Target, whether it be the 5 minutes on the toilet you might get, or a bath at night, or, you know, stay at work 10 extra minutes so you don't have to hear, I'm not eating that, one more time. No, I love my kids. Just saying. Just saying. Everybody needs a little fucking me time. Anyway. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I might use just a touch more of this gray. Just to tie it together at the corner. Pretty sure I used every single color in the palette. And I think it turned out really pretty. Alright. Now today I'm going to use a little underliner, which I never do. Very rarely. I don't think I even need it. No, I don't even need that. We're not doing that. But we are going to do a little overliner. I'm going to use my super fat marker. See if I make myself look crazy. It's possible. I'm not super good at eyeliner. I'm just saying that right now. I feel like eyeliner, especially liquid liner, dries out super fast. What do you guys think? Especially like these stupid marker ones. And I was watching a video from another YouTuber. A great idea, if you don't already do it, is to like store them upside down. So any of the fluid gets into the tip. Which I think is genius, and I don't know why I didn't think of that myself. But sometimes you just don't. But yeah, I mean, look at it, it just seems a little dry, and I've hardly used this liner because I really don't line my eyes very often. I don't know, I just find it annoying, and I don't think it looks that good, and I'm not very good at it. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Alright, let's spray the shit out of this face. Beat this mug. One other thing, just like super random, I wanted to talk about, and I have no idea, like, this is crazy to me to spray this much, but we're just going to do it. It smells like citrus and I like it, okay? Oh my god, my neck is green. What did I do to myself? I don't even know. That's so weird. Alright, take a look. I think it's pretty. I mean, you definitely don't need to use all the shades in the palette, but I think it turned out really well. We'll add a little mascara, and basically we're done before we do the lipstick. I mean, I still reference liquid lipstick as lipstick. Anyway, okay, I'm getting off topic because I'm trying to finish this up with like one more thought that I had. I don't know if any of you, I'm sure a lot of you have seen it as you're watching YouTube. And you all probably know who Jaclyn Hill is, and if you don't, you should look her up. I do have opinions on her. I'm not going to really express them. They're my opinions. I do find that she's an interesting person, and sometimes she's very captivating. I don't always find her super genuine, but again, that's my opinion. And you don't have to share it. I do think she's kind of fun to watch, though. But anyways, she's coming out. She did a collab last year with Morphe Palettes that came out with the Jaclyn Hill palette. Much loved by people. I do not have it. Again, it didn't really interest me. Tons of neutrals that looked basically the same as far as I'm concerned. It's not my cup of tea, but if it's yours, do it up. And then like 3 or 4 little pops of color in the bottom corner, which cool. Especially if you're just like trying out color and you're not sure. And I bet a lot of people don't even use those pops, but that's neither here nor there. But I think it's what, like a 38 eyeshadow palette or something like that. Relatively inexpensive, but it is huge. It is like bigger than my head, okay? And and it doesn't have a mirror, which I don't really care if they have mirrors or not. It's convenient, but I don't always use them. As you can see, I was using the mirror in here, and then I use this other mirror. I'm random. I do what I want, okay? But, with the first palette, you know, whatever. I wasn't too interested in it, but it's so big, and a lot of the colors weren't that interesting to me, or I felt like the ones that I was interested in I already had in palettes. So I just didn't want to buy it, and I didn't, and I haven't, and I won't. I mean, never say never. You never know. But I am interested in her new Vault collection. And at first, it's like, yeah, you can buy all the palettes. I think they're like $15 each, or like the Vault is maybe $50, or right around $50 or something. But I like the variants that she decided to do. Like, one is really smoky and deep, rich colors, and one is like oranges and warm colors, which people are really into. I think another one is like purples and pinks, and then there's like another one. I think it's more like yellows and oranges. Who knows? Sunset palette. There. Oh, so beautiful. Alright, let's take this down. Look at my hair. And I showered today, and my hair still looks like horrible. I need to learn to like do something with it. I'm really like, hair is the final frontier for me besides coloring it. Like, I just don't. And I look in this mirror and I'm like, you look kind of cute. And then I look at my monitor and I'm like, you look kind of crazy. Anyways, I am interested in the Vault. I don't think I would get it right away. I think if I find it at Ulta, because I know they carry Morphe and they carry the other Jaclyn Hill palette there, I'll probably pick it up at some point. Because I do think they also all really pair well with each other. Oh, this is nice. Comfortable, smooth going on. And a pretty color. Really pigmented. This is also Black Moon. I think I mentioned that at the beginning. It's a beautiful sunset fall look in spring. Sue me. Anyways, I'm definitely interested in the Jaclyn Hill vault. I don't think I would just get 1 or 2 palettes. I think I would actually get the whole vault and give it a go. I have never had any Morphe of products of any kind, whether it be brushes, eyeshadows, anything. And I'm not like the hugest supporter of Jaclyn Hill, but I think that it's really intriguing. Now, when I watched Beauty News, and I don't know if they made it up or I think they did. Beauty News is a great channel, by the way. If you haven't ever watched it, I think it's totally worth it to just give it a peek at least. Watch a couple of their things. They do a lot of like the makeup breakup. They break makeup up, and then they do like news, like what's going on in makeup and all the new stuff with very, not a heavy load of opinion in there, which is pretty nice actually. But anyways, so they were saying something like if they see a palette and they're clicking through or a video and it doesn't make them stop, you know, if they kind of click right through it and they don't have to go back and look at it again or think about it again, then they know it's just not for them. No matter when they decide to buy it or whatever. And for me, I think that really rings true as well. So, you know, I was really drawn to the Jaclyn Hill palette vaults, and I still am, and I'm really excited to give it a go at some point. And, you know, if and when I do, and I probably will at some point, you know, I'll do a little review on the channel. And whatever, and we'll look at it together and see what we think as a whole. Whether you like it or not, you know, and whether I decide I like it. But I think for the price, you're getting all those shadows. You know, you're partially paying for the Jaclyn Hill name, but I think it's really cute. I don't know if I would keep it in that little vault packaging. You know, go watch her video if you want. But I do think they're really cute, and I want them. So I'm definitely going to pick that up. And my first impression of this, the lipstick is beautifully pigmented. It dried really quick. It's not like tacky. Feels really nice. I like the color. Super cool. I like this look that I came up with. It's not my favorite look of all time, but it's very like fall, crisp. I feel an autumn in the air. I feel autumn like all of the time. Like fall is literally my favorite time of year. But I'm really digging on this palette for sure. I thought they blended well together. I think they all complement each other. I think this would pair well if you had, you know, a palette with like a really pretty shimmer you wanted to put over the top. I don't think you'd need to definitely use, you know, all of the colors in the palette at one time like I did, but I think, you know, you could definitely get away with using quite a few because they do transition well into each other. Now this one is more of a gray that's got a pink hue, like a yellow hue, and that's more of a brown. It's just kind of hard to see with the lighting. But I totally think this is worth it. I'm happy I bought it. I think, you know, if you're interested in this, I think it's worth it. If you think that you're going to enjoy the colors and that it's something that you would wear, you know, on a semi-regular basis, or you could get it and save it for fall or whatever you like to do with your makeup. I do really like this. I think it's super fun. I would definitely be interested if they did more palettes in the future, and if not, I'm happy that I got this one. There are other reviews out there. I know this is late in the game for this particular palette, and definitely the brand, because the lipsticks have been around for a while. Exactly how long, I don't know. They probably say on their website. Go check it out if you're interested. You know, this is the age of Google. You have a question, you can go find it yourself. You're all big boys and girls. But yeah, comment below what you think. Let me know if there's anything else you're interested in seeing, and you know, have a wonderful day, guys. Please comment and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.